Hi, welcome to Creative Flow with Jo. I'm Jo Verdis, and I'm really happy you're here. Thank you for checking out my channel. I also want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Just to give you a little picture of what's going on here on this channel, I started one collection of videos, which is long form videos. These are the ones you'll find down at the bottom of the screen. Titles like The Meditation Hack You Need to Try and Healing an Injury to Your Creativity. Those are what I'm calling the long form videos. Those are meant to be...
This is Editing Jo. Video Jo is frozen because I don't like her as much as I like me. Talking in front of a camera is not a strength yet. But what I wanted to say here was, the long form videos on my channel are intended to be inspiring, helpful, educational, and beautiful. They're in a very different style from the one you're watching now. I worked really hard on them, and I'm proud of them. I hope you'll find them useful and enjoyable. The second series that's currently on my channel is a series called Creative Ideas. These are short videos of a minute or less. The Creative Ideas series is a practice as opposed to theory, of my creative process and creativity principles. The intention behind these shorts is entertainment, as well as inspiration for your creative time.
Thirdly, and you haven't seen any of this yet, but it's going to start tomorrow, I'm creating a new series on this channel called Stories of Creativity. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this in advance, why I'm doing it, why I care about it, what it is, and then give you a little preview of what's coming up. Several years ago, I was writing a book about creativity, and I, just began naturally talking about what I was doing with my family and friends. Over the course of those conversations, I started hearing all these different stories about creative experiences of people in my life. It was so fascinating because I was learning things I didn't know about people I thought I knew really well, like even my own brother. That was so shocking. We talked about creativity, and all of a sudden he's telling me about his experiences with photography, which was a big passion of his for a long time. And a thing that he enjoyed doing in his free time, even though it wasn't his profession. And I found out that we shared a lot of similar attitudes towards creativity and creative process through that conversation. And I had no idea we had those in common. It was so cool. I found all of these stories just really inspiring. And with permission, I ended up using a lot of them in my book, scattered throughout the chapters. But even so, it kind of felt like just a start. I wanted to do something more with that. I felt so excited to talk to people about their creative lives. I thought about writing a book called Stories of Creativity, but as soon as I started this channel, I realized I can do something even better.
In my office, like we've said time and time again, it's either laugh or cry. I do it for me because it's the way that I cope with all of that.
Finishing this word, the next word's coming. Boom, there's the next word. Okay, there's the next word. All the way out.
Awesome.
And then as the last paragraph is coming, it starts to dawn on me what's happening. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be this at the end.
So that's what I want to do with this series. And of course, I'm interested in talking to professional creatives in any kind of creative field or art form, but I'm also interested in talking to people who have never done creative work professionally, but are enjoying their creativity in their free time as a part of their daily lives. And I'm also interested in talking to people who are applying their creativity outside of any art form. People like entrepreneurs, gardeners, contractors, farmers, marketers, content creators, you name it. I think that human creativity is as endlessly varied as humans are ourselves. And I think that we have so much to learn from each other. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, you're going to hear from a wife and mom who works in a capacity dealing with a very difficult subject matter every single day. And she uses fiction writing to help her process and let go of those intense experiences. And you're also going to hear from a multifaceted creative who writes and performs songs and stand-up comedy in addition to applying his creativity to his work as a holistic healer. he has developed a really innovative protocol for helping people heal from things like chronic pain and many other health issues. So I hope you'll find those interesting and inspiring, and tune in tomorrow for the first episode. Lastly, I wanted to share just a little bit about what happens here on YouTube. A lot of people know this and some people don't, so I'll fill you in just so you know. New channels like mine rely on viewer engagement to let the YouTube algorithm know that we're providing something valuable that people want to see. And once the algorithm determines that people want to see the videos we're making, it then shows these videos to more people. So if you think I'm making something that more people would enjoy, you can help me by engaging through likes, subscribing to the channel, or leaving comments on the videos. And I know some of you have already done that, and I thank you very much for that. You can't do that if you aren't logged into a Google account or a Gmail email address. If you would like to contact me anyway, you can always email me at creativeflowwithjo@gmail.com, and I would love to hear from you. Oh, and if you find anything here, if you see or hear anything that inspires you or influences you in your own creative life, I would love to hear about that as well. Thank you again. Really appreciate you. Don't take your time for granted. Your time and attention. Deeply grateful and honored that you spent some of it here with me. Have a wonderful day with your creativity, my friend. See you next time. Bye.